Okay, this is my final hello of the day. Now I'm gonna show you how to do a search, but a search in order to export a certain list of students. In order to do such searches and in order to be able to export, you have to go in this part where it's written enrollment lists. So if you click here, you'll reach a new layout that is like this. So here you can do searches using the fields that are present here: student ID, prefix, first name, last name, all those fields, but only those fields. You cannot scroll into different tabs, as you can see. But the result of those searches, you can export the information, and of course you can export and add information that might not be present here. In order to make it a bit clearer, let's do an example. So I do Apple F, that doesn't change. And here I want to do, for example, a search of all the students who are confirmed for Césarits-Bouvray 2012 fall term. But actually not all students who are confirmed. Students who are either accepted, conditionally accepted, confirmed, or conditionally confirmed. So in order to do so, you go back in here, you press 1.2.5. By putting two dots in between two numbers, the system will search all the different statuses between those two numbers. So basically, here by doing 1.2.5, the system will do a search of all students for fall 2012 term in Bouvray who are either accepted, that's status 1, conditionally accepted, status 1.5, confirmed, that's status 2, and conditionally confirmed, that's status 2.5. Okay, if I would press enter now, the system would launch this search. But now I want to make it a bit more complicated. I want to also find all the students who have the same status for the same term, but for CIS Bouvray and not Césarits-Bouvray. So here what you do, you can either go in search options and do duplicate request, or do Apple D, and you can see it will duplicate your request. So I have here another line with exactly the same request. If I press enter now, would make no sense, it's twice the same request, so I will get the same information. But here I want the CIS Bouvray students, so I just change the campus, and the rest I leave as it is. So if I run the request now, I would have all the students who are from accepted to conditionally confirmed for the fall intake in Bouvray and for the fall intake in CIS Bouvray. So there I go. Let me run my search. So for the fall intake in Bouvray, CIS and Césarits together, we have 159 students who are either confirmed, or if you scroll down, we should get some accepted students too. Yeah, I saw one somewhere. Well, anyway, you have confirmed accepted students there. Returning new students, all the students are there. So you have the result of your search here. 159 accepted or confirmed students for Bouvray in fall 2012. Now you want to export this list, either to send it to someone or to work on it, etc. You have two choices. You go to export here. You could either just press the export records button. This is a simple way of exporting that has been set up by Thomas that will export all the fields that are here. So if I press export records, I just give a name. Always choose Excel workbooks like this one. Automatically open file, save, replace, and then it will automatically open an Excel document. Might take a bit of time to sort all the So there you have your 159 students. So I should have 160 lines. Yeah, exactly 160. So I have my 159 students with all the fields that are present here. So if I have a look, this campus name, year of term, student ID, prefix, first name, last name, etc. Everything's here. So if you do an export like this, you can either use the document as it is, or you could say, well, I don't need to know which nationality the student is coming. Well, what is the nationality of the student? So you could delete that row. I don't need to know the short name of the program. You can delete this one. I don't need to know the English name, etc. So you can work on this Excel document and have the list you want there. Don't save here. So I said this is the first option, the export records. Simple, fast way of exporting everything that's here. Now, if you want to export, for example, only the first name and the last name of these students, but also their email address, which does not appear here, and the birth date. This is possible too, but then you'll have to do a custom export. So here you press custom export. Same thing, you have to give a name. Let's do the same name. Excel workbooks. It's fine. Automatically open file. Press save. Okay, replace. Then here you just press, when you get to this window, you just press continue. And here you'll reach a place where you can choose to all the fields that you want to export. Per default, the system, the first time you open the custom export, you will have all the fields that are here in export, but you don't want all those fields. So what you do a clear all, and that this field is empty. Now, as I said, you just want to export the first name of the student, the last name of the student, his email address, and his birth date. In order to find the information that you want to export, you have to go into different layout. You always be in the current layout, and the current layout is this one. So in current layout, you know that there's the first name and last name of the student, but the email address and the birth date are not there. So you'll start with what you can find in this layout, in the current layout. So you just go here, and you should have student's first name. You just click it, move it there. Student last name, click it, move it there. So now I'm going to export. If I would export now, I would export student first name and last name only. But I also want the email address and the birth date. So to find this email address and birth date, you have to go in a different layout of the database where the email address and birth date is. A lot of the information concerning the student are in ADM students here. You'll see that you'll have a lot of layouts where you can choose, well, information to export from. Some of them are really quite straightforward. For example, if you go to ADM agents, you can export information regarding the agent of the students. If you go to ADM internships, it's regarding internship. ADM students, where, well, that's what I was talking about. That's where you get information about the student itself, personal information. So there we are. Here I can see that I have the birth date. So I wanted the birth date, so I can move it here. And let me look for email. Oh, there you have email. So let me put email school and move it there. Now here I have first name, last name, birth date, email school. Let's say I wanted to have first name, last name, email school, and birth date. It's easy. You can go here and move email here to change the order. Now you have the fields you want. You're happy. You press export, and the system will now only export the information you wanted him to export. First name, last name, email address, and birth date. So there you go, how to do a custom export. And this is it for today. I think you have enough information to start practicing training on Swiss. And well, once you've used the system a bit, well, don't hesitate to come back to us with questions or doubts that you would have, or if you need more information, don't hesitate. Thanks a lot for listening, and well, talk to you or email to you soon. Bye.